Everybody, so I figured I'd take a video of my telescope. So this is a Gskyer 70mm aperture telescope. I should have done a lot more research before buying this. I'm actually really wishing I hadn't bought this one. I mean, I love this thing, but I'm gonna get another Gskyer because I really like the brand, and I'm gonna get a 100mm aperture telescope that will I'll be able to see more, because this is a travel telescope and it's not really meant for backyard usage, especially when you live in a level 12 light polluted zone. If I were to go a mile out that way, I'd be able to get to a level 11 light polluted zone. But yeah, so this is a somewhat good telescope. It has a really wonky range finder. It's upside down, but I'm assuming that's with most telescopes. Put out in the comments if that's not. But yeah, and then it also has a fairly decent it's all smudged up right now, but it's fairly decent. But yeah, it's telling you not to look. It gives you a nice reminder not to look in the sun. I like that. And then I'm using a 25mm lens. I could use a what is it? Fairly certain it's a 10mm lens that I could use, but that's more for like shooting things that are like up close. But yeah, and then it also has this little holder that you can put your little lens cap on. I have the rest of everything on a table. And then the tripod. You gotta look at the tripod, because the tripod is probably the most important thing about a telescope. If you use a tripod, you want to get one that's gonna be strong. This one is a little bit flimsy. It's still strong enough to hold it up, so yeah, but it's very complicated right here. I have no idea what all of this is. Fairly certain this is to loosen the swivel. This loosens this. Undo this. Wait, no, this is the swivel. Wait, no, this is the up and down. I think, but yeah, it's a fairly decent telescope. And the aperture is this right here. So this is not going to fully extended right now. If I were to fully extend it, it would go to about 70mm, or go to 70mm. But yeah, and then it has this little thing that'll keep it from like sliding in and out, and then as that for all of these here. I do like this though, how it's not like just like a triangle, just like it. They did take precision to do this, and I have to say a good thing about that, because that's always a good thing. Yeah, and then this is like a nice metallic thing. This is plastic. Yeah, you can actually put a laser right here. See, it's a better range thing. But yeah, it's a pretty good telescope. This thing, you can loosen it. But yeah, as you saw in the last video, you can actually see the moon fairly decent. I had a little clip that I could clip my phone in that would just like stay there, but my phone broke it because it's too big. But yeah, I think it's a good telescope. I mean, all of these videos tonight are uncut because I need to get these things posted quite fast. It's not directly pointed at the moon, but it's close enough. But yeah, and another thing that you can also do with this telescope is you can see Jupiter's moons. Like, Jupiter is somewhere out that way. But once it gets dark, I'll show that stuff to you. But yeah, for now, that's it for this. It's a pretty good telescope. I've wanted to make a video about this for a while. All of these are uncut, so single takes sometimes. My last take, actually, there was a big truck that went by. It went by again. But yeah, it's a fairly good telescope. I like it. So yeah, I do recommend getting one of these.